Alright, gamers young and old. I need to let's say point out the Simpsons. I mean, all the Simpsons games, either NES or other platforms, are one of the best textbook examples of not everything can be adapted into a computer game. Now, I need to give credit for all the developers that are working with Simpsons that they really tried. That's it. Nothing else. Everything they do does not work. Thanks for the effort. And now let's look into the problem. First things first, this is a little bit like the Green Lanterns movie where you thought that you can actually do everything because Green Lantern is his weapon is based on his imagination. Whatever comes on his mind will become a weapon. That is the idea. So when that happens, by right, oh my god, so big imagination, everything can come out, everything can be used. I can just pull everything out of my ass. That would work, right? Sorry, wrong. No, it does not work that way because it makes it too hard to focus. For Simpsons, that's the matter. The developers believe they can try a lot of things, many things. Take this for example, an alien invasion into the Simpsons world, which will be hilarious, will be fun. I mean, Bart is definitely the best candidate to let's say be involved in the entire game. But here is where the problem comes in. What can Bart do? Yeah, I mean it. What can this little boy do to save the world? I mean, you can let's say come up with very interesting, funny, or stupid reasons for aliens to do stupid things, but overall, the things that you are going to do is will be very limited. Now, there's one thing I need to point out is, yeah, for kids, young kids, so let's say children who have no idea what Simpsons is, this is definitely not the way to introduce Simpsons to them. For this game is so confusing, you don't know what to do. First thing first, NES game is supposed to be simple. You run from A area to B area. You may be able to kill enemies. You may not be able to kill enemies. You may jump on them. You may hit them. You can snap them with a gun or whatsoever. But over here, nope. Everything you do must be fit to the manual, must be according what the developers want you to do. You have to follow the storyline very, very tightly. It's a little bit like the infamous, let's say, side-scroll shooter or let's say bullet hell known as R-Type. There's a saying that if you actually follow their instructions, move at their exact path, you can go through that game. Well, that is true, but just let you know, people only do that after they tried so many times and when they want to give up, they give it a shot. And outside got its own let's say beauty, which is hard to, which is definitely not what you can find from here, because once I mean the let's say there's a let's say predictable movement, right? You know the game developers want you to do that, right? There must be clues and hints laid around and everywhere. Just like what they did in Castlevania, there are clues, there are hints. You eventually know what you have to do. Take this for example. I need to let's say move according to area, find their traps, or find the device that the aliens have hidden here and there. I need to talk to each different people and they'll tell me different tasks to do. And the things they give me are actually not that useful and I have to be very careful on it. So you don't know what to do. I mean, a kid will be playing this game. He has no idea he has to climb up here. He has no idea he needs to touch this thing to open that. He has no idea he needs to talk to that person, or he has no idea that there is an item he can collect. He will try everything he knows, everything by the book, but he will not be making any progress. Making matters worse, you can't even die. Yeah, dying is a little bit tough in this sort of family friendly game, and that's what I can say about it. Do you expect I can let's say bounce on that let's say fire hydrant over there? It doesn't make sense. And there's the only flower that I can let's say get the key over there. So yeah, this game is very confusing. Even for adults who let's say will let's say understand let's say figure out very complex puzzles, this wouldn't work for them. So I really can't give too much credit for this game. The only thing I say that the only other good thing which I can come up with present is It reminds me about it follows or it, let's say, hidden invasion. I mean, due to let's say the Cold War, let's say scare during the American times, where a certain character, let's say, had this sunglasses which he puts on, and he can see all the hidden aliens or let's say zombies that are going to destroy the world. Yeah, that's the case. So big homage to that, but overall not a good game. And I have no idea that I actually have to let's say ride the rollerblades through this area, and the rollerblade movement is actually much more. I gotta say it's not that easy to control, and it's even much more clunkier than what we did on Adventure Island, making matters even worse. On Adventure Island, I can choose not to use rollerblades if I want to. I mean, that time we were using rollerblades just to show off how fun the rollerblade is, and now I even if I let's say get used to rollerblades, I'll be losing it after I bounce on there. Okay, now I need to check on every person to see if they are aliens or not. Yeah, increasing the red scare or white scare for no good reason. Now, we are going to, let's say, walk past these aliens, and it would be fun if let's say hit them or do something else to them. And eventually, you can see almost every, let's say, pedestrian or let's say innocent civilians here there are aliens. Almost, not all, and they all look alike. So, oh, all right, got myself hurt, and I lost some of my let's say coins. Okay, okay, just be careful, just be careful. So, a story-oriented game, yes, this is. But the matter is there are so many puzzles, so many things to do, that you are not able to focus on the story. And let's say put it this way, adding salt to the injury, oh my, this story isn't that interesting. It's just a let's say pointless alien invasion by a group of stupid aliens who are dumber than the aliens in I think not was not close encounter. What was that? Oh, Science. You know the alien movie done by this Midnight Shyamalan, where the aliens are afraid of water and invaded a planet full of water, right? And they can't even let's say deal with anything that's made of wood. I mean, Dog Walker, you know, short critic made a joke about that, and yeah, that was one of his best joke. I need to admit. So I be fair, these aliens here in the Simpsons world are even dumber than them. I remember the tentacle aliens in this movie is not that dumb, right? And they're like collecting more things. Just as you know, you need to collect everything before you can go past to the next level. It is it's unforgiving and matters even worse. Sometimes the boss fights you also don't know what you're doing. Yeah, I have no idea I have to do this. Actually, I died a lot of times before I let you know why I have to kill you this way. Furthermore, I have no idea who the hell I'm fighting over here. Seriously, who is this lady? And that's it. No exploding animation, no nothing. It just poof, and it's gone. So I have no idea what's going on here. Yeah, it's that bad for me. That's why I can't say this is a good game. Yeah, you can enjoy the jokes and written there. Yeah, I do. Let's say get a giggle. Let's say laugh here once and there. But that's only happen when I'm an adult. Young kids, they don't understand this. Furthermore, if you are not, let's say, English oriented and you don't understand the language, this will be even worse because why should I read something which I don't know what's going on? I mean, other games in NES, without even reading, I mean, when we were kids, the only games we play are all, let's say, in Japanese. We still find the game fun. Even, let's remember, let's say, Kid Dracula from Castlevania? That was fun too, until, let's say, come to, let's say, question and answer part, we have no idea what I'm doing. But eventually, all the other things are simple. I know what to do. I mean, it's focused a lot on the image and let's say the animation. You know what you have to do through animation, but this case you really don't. And let's put it this way: the movement of this block is so confusing that on your first try you won't even miss, and you won't even expect or really believe that actually these small ring or let's say coin shaped items are for you to step on, and for no reason those are enemies. And yeah, you didn't see that, right? You didn't see that, right? That thing, at first you would believe is just a background item, but actually you can pounce on it. You can even you see that I walk past it. If I have no idea, I do pounce on it. If I don't read the manual, I have no idea what to do. Oh God, I got hit again. A lot of things are put in a very bad random items that you really find it hard to play. Not to mention you see that some moving aliens over there, right? It's very hard to see them, and I'm fighting a boss again. That was fast. I mean, for all the gowness, was that a boss? Ugh, this game is really inconsistent, which it just wants to be whatever it wants to be. And when that happens, the players, I mean me, the smaller kids that let's say get their hands on this, have no idea what they are doing. Not to mention, there's one thing I need to point out over here. Oh, what the? I'll talk about that later. I need to talk about these shoes. It doesn't make sense. Okay, let's put it this way. Remember when put on the sunglasses, everything in the dark in arrow characters. Some of them are aliens, some are not. I mean, use that to identify aliens, right? Here's the fun part. I want you to let's say go back and rewatch the whole thing again. Try to see the alien and the humans. They looks almost the same. Yeah, not very obvious and not very easy to detect. Not to mention in the old days, the let's say TV screen is kind of small, not like our present HD screen which is kind of big. I mean in the old days, how small can a TV screen be? Okay, for those people who are using laptops, yeah, laptops. Now, just look at the size of the screen of your laptop, the monitor of your laptop. Kind of small, right? Well, it's understandable because a laptop, or let's say a portable computer, no choice, your screen shouldn't be too big. If not, it'll be very hard for you to move around. Just let you know, a regular television in that time, I mean in the 80s or the 90s, this is the biggest screen we can get. Roughly this, slightly bigger, but eventually this is the screen you can get. So with this kind of screen, tell me, will it be easy for you to see smaller items? No. So that's why in that times a lot of games they are drawn in very simple or let's say obvious ways. Even if you're playing let's say the say Super Nintendo, I mean the Star Fox R-Wing, it just make a few giant pieces of triangles, right? With no detail drawing on it. It's not because they don't want to do anything. Yeah, I mean first thing technology can't keep up with it. Another reason is they want to make sure that you can see it clearly. I mean it's the first time they're doing 3D and wow, why am I finding a giant shoe and how do I do the shoe? Okay, let's try this. I jump off of it. Oh, I need to bounce on his now. Now, first, that lady or let's say that creature, I need to let's say shoot balls at it. Now I need to jump on the head of this thing, which is kind of a bit tough to jump and that's it. Was that a big boss or minor minion boss again? Oh God, there are not say reasons. There are a lot of let's say problems in this game that you don't know what's going on. And Simpsons may be let's say popular in America, but let's say if you have overseas, I can't say it's that popular. Yeah, I mean Bugs Bunny, Looney Tunes, Roadrunner are much more popular. As for this, no, not really. And making matters even let's say more complex. I mean a lot of their jokes are actually are American oriented. I mean if you're American, you'll understand the jokes. But if you're a foreigner, you definitely don't know what's going on. And when you don't know what's going on, the joke's not funny and the whole game won't be fun anymore. Okay, just put it this way, there are a lot of things that doesn't make sense over here. I mean, why are napkins flying around like this? Shouldn't they be part of the alien? Should I be, let's say, jumping on them too? You cannot just put a, let's say, simple item like that and make it an enemy. And just look at these platforms. Can you even see them? I mean, black platforms, black background, is that, oh! Good lord. Thank goodness I still got a lot of life that can make it easy for me to go through this game. Just that you know, actually you are allowed to use other characters. I just refuse to because Bart, Bart is small. Yeah, the reason I'm using Bart is because he's small enough, and since he's small enough, right? Mostly his chance of him to get to be hit is much more smaller, which makes things even simpler. So I'm not gonna use Margaret. I mean, her hair will be let's say obstacle. Yeah, yeah. Just put it this way: if any projectile hit her hair, which technically not gonna harm her, it still harms her, and that's mom. All right. And using mom to fight this crazy scientist guy again. Okay, I think all the scientists will be appearing here, and let's say lots of time, and mom throwing rocks at him, or let's say get balls and throw on him. Okay, come on. I need to admit I'm a little bit enjoying this, and when I start enjoying it, it comes to an end. Well, the game is not over. We still have a lot to go. We'll see you next time, and we'll talk about this a little bit further. See you then.